Yo, what's good, boys? It's Yap MMA. We're back in another video. Today, man, we're gonna be talking about some of the possible yearly changing fights, like year fight of the year changing fights that I believe that the UFC is cooking in the back room right now. In the room, we got Dana Hunter. I think they're cooking up some stuff. I think they're cooking up some stuff that people don't expect, man. I don't expect, but like I have ideas. I've seen a bunch of things that could lead to potential bangers, potential fight of the years, potential dream fight matchups, man. Dream matchups that we wouldn't believe that we would be seeing. I think they are cooking. They've been slowly cooking. Obviously 312 was bad. 311, there was some fights that fell out. It wasn't the best either. You know, Even 313 is kind of top heavy. A lot of these pay-per-views are looking kind of mid at the beginning of 2025. Obviously we've got weeks straight of UFC. It's great, but we've got a lot of Apex, a lot of fight nights. The fight nights are stacked. The pay-per-views are weak. But I do believe come summertime, I think we're gonna have some really, really good pay-per-views. I think we're gonna have some banger fight of the years, man. We've got a lot of news about top fighters who could potentially be moving weight classes, switching weight classes, making literal dream matchups, dream fights, and we're gonna get into it, man. We've obviously got Ilya Taporia, who's mentioned moving up to lightweight. I made a video about it. He's not moving up to lightweight right away. He is going to be fighting somebody else at featherweight, I do believe. But, he's mentioned a lot. He's been on a podcast recently. He was on a podcast with, I believe it was Full Send, the Full Send guys. And, he mentioned the interest in fighting Dustin Poirier, the interest in fighting Islam Makhachev, fighting Charles Oliveira, all these dudes at lightweight. A lot of guys in the top at lightweight. Paddy Pimblett's mentioned wanting to fight Ilya. I don't think that goes well for Paddy Pimblett, but, there's a lot of potential fights where Ilya Taporia could make a huge mark at lightweight. I think he wants to go to lightweight 2025. He wants to retire early. We know this. He's got a family. He doesn't want to stay in the sport for too long. He wants to make that mark at lightweight. He wants to go for that second belt. I think he will get a solid chance to do that. And in the meantime, we've got Islam Makhachev mentioning that he wants to go to welterweight. He's talked about going to welterweight for a while. He's definitely big enough to go to welterweight. He would be dominant at welterweight. He would do good amount of damage at welterweight. There's a lot of dudes in the top 10, top 5 that he beats. I think he beats a lot of those guys. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Jack Della Maddalena, Bilal Muhammad, man. And on the note of Bilal Muhammad has mentioned so many times he would not fight Islam Makhachev. There is zero chance he would fight Islam Makhachev. We would not get that dream matchup. No way. Bilal sees Islam as his brother, as one of his good friends. He wouldn't fight him. It's plain and simple, man. That would be a good fight. I do think it would be a close fight with the wrestling. I think Islam's got better finishing potential, but Bilal's got really good wrestling. He's very big, but I don't think we're going to see that matchup. Bilal recently unfollowed Khabib, unfollowed Islam. I think vice versa. They both unfollowed each other. So people were speculating: is Islam going to jump up the welterweight and fight Bilal for the belt? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think Bilal would rather move up to middleweight than fight Islam Makhachev, which is crazy work, but it is what it is. So I do believe that Bilal versus Shavkat will be booked, at UFC 315. I think that will be booked for Canada, man, as the main event, or maybe 314, 315, 316. I think it will be booked. I think Bilal versus Shavkat will be booked. But I do think Islam Makhachev will be moving up to welterweight soon. I think he's got some good matchups at welterweight that he would match up good with some dudes at welterweight. He's very big for lightweight. I don't know how he cuts down to lightweight. Bilal said that he walks around at 190. I don't really believe that. I don't know if many people believe that, but I do think he is quite big at lightweight. I think he would do well at welterweight. But obviously, we got Ilya moving up to lightweight at some point, and he wants to fight Islam. But if Ilya moves up to lightweight and Islam moves up to welterweight, it's gonna be kind of weird, man. I mean, could we see Ilya Taporia take the lightweight belt and Islam Makhachev take the welterweight belt? I mean, it's a possibility. It's a serious possibility. Or would Islam want to move up to welterweight, keep his belt at lightweight, and fight Ilya Taporia as a super fight? That would be amazing. That would be huge. Anyways, all this to say, I think the UFC could be cooking right now. I think they could be cooking in the back room, in the office. I think Dana and Hunter have to be cooking because the pay-per-views recently, mid, man, they have been mid. Obviously we're going back to Canada. Of course, they're not going to make the best pay-per-view. It's going to be top heavy. They're going to have maybe a couple championship fights. They Bilal Shavkat and maybe Pena versus I don't know, man. So they're gonna have a women's main. They're gonna have a women's co-main championship, and they're gonna have Bilal Shavkat. I believe that is what I think will be the top fights on that card, and everything else will be kind of just Canadians fighting on kind of like UFC 312. I do believe that will be a very lackluster card, but there's a lot of potential come June when we've got International Fight Week. That is when I believe we will have a big big stacked card. We need 316 to be absolutely stacked to the brim. 316 and 317 need to be the best cards of the year. They need to be humongous, man. Coming into summertime, Islam said he wants to come back June. He wants to come back in June. I believe Ilya Taporia about same time, man. That fight could line up perfectly. They've talked about that fight. They can line that one up perfectly. Another one that needs to be booked, man. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones needs to be booked, man. We've talked about this too much. It needs to be booked. I think it will be booked somewhere like Saudi Arabia or something like that, where John Jones can get a fuck off money. An absolutely mind-boggling amount of money. But that fight needs to be made at heavyweight. It will be the biggest fight of the year, biggest heavyweight fight of the year, without a doubt, man. One of the biggest fights of the year. We need that fight made. We need the Ilya Taporia versus Islam fight made. And I mean, Bilal could fight Islam as well. That would be a good fight. I know they don't want to fight, but that could be a good fight. If Bilal moves up to middleweight, which I don't see necessarily happening right now, but if he moves up to middleweight, that would be interesting as well. Obviously we've got a big fight to make between Hamza DDP. That's a good fight. Hamza, I think he wins, but we could also have Bilal fight Hamza, Bilal fight DDP. Like, there's a lot of potential matchups you can make when you've got guys moving up. Another great matchup you can make from championship moving up. Pantoja could move up to freaking bantamweight, man. He could fight Merab Dvalishvili. I think Merab will be rematching Piotr Yan. I think he'll be rematching Piotr Yan UFC 317. I'm pretty sure. Like, not 100% sure, but I feel like that is a reasonable time frame to kind of bring Merab back. And Piotr Jan's expressed that he wants that fight. Merab's expressed he wants that fight. I think they should do the Piotr Jan versus Sean O'Malley 2, that rematch, in a 5-rounder, but if they do Merab versus Piotr Jan, it is what it is. But after that, man, Pantoja, of course he's going to be fighting soon. He's going to be fighting Kai Kara France, man. I think he's going to be fighting Kai Kara France at 314. But after that, bro, after both these guys fight, I think match Pantoja and Merab up. Obviously, I think Merab is going to be the bigger guy. He's going to have the better wrestling, but Pantoja is always a danger on the ground. He's a danger everywhere. He can wrap up a submission. He can take your back. Like, that would be a high-level fight to make at bantamweight, and it would just make a big super fight. Like, we need super fights. All right. The UFC has not been cooking with super fights. Like, we've got fights that we want. We have some fights that we want. Pereira versus Ankalaev, it's a fight we've wanted for a while, but it's not. Is it a super fight? No, it's not like a huge, amazing fight of the year fight. I don't think it's going to be an amazing fight of the year fight. Dan Hooker versus Gaethje, that is a potential fight of the year. Don't get me wrong. They want somebody to die. All right, that's a great fight, but we need super fights. We need stacked pay-per-views, man. I've seen too many people, I've seen so many YouTubers as well be like, yo, we need stacked pay-per-views. It's true, we need stacked pay-per-views. Like, what are we doing? Like, these fight nights are great. It's great to have UFC every week. I'm hyped to have UFC every week, even if it's an Apex event. Last Saturday, Apex event with Cannonier and Gregory Rodriguez, that was a good fight, but we need stacked pay-per-views, and we need them now, man. We need them now because the UFC so far in 2025 has looked pretty lackluster, man. We don't have many high-level matchups that we are so hyped for, because the pay-per-views is when you get all the boys together, you rally the boys, you're like, yo, you're talking about this pay-per-view for months ahead. You're talking about this pay-per-view way before it happens, and you're getting hyped for it. We haven't had a pay-per-view like that. Like 313, it's a good fight card, but it's quite top heavy. It's quite top heavy. You got Green versus Rufy. You got what do you got? Gaethje versus Hooker, and you've got Ankalaev versus Pereira. Man, those are that's a top heavy card. We need cards that are well rounded, where it's bottom to top. If you look at UFC 299, UFC 299, 298, 297, those cards all in a row were like stacked, man. UFC 300 was stacked. Like, we need cards like that. We need pay-per-views back like that, where the ranked fights aren't just in the main card, on the main card. And we cannot be having Justin Taffa on the main card, man. Taliesin Teixeira on the main card. Like, what are we doing? We need to restack these pay-per-views, and we need those big fights that I talked about, man. Islam Makhachev versus Topuria. Islam Makhachev versus, Bilal. Bilal versus DDP. Islam Makhachev versus bro, I don't know, man. Rematching Charles, that would be a great fight too. Ilya Taporia versus Dustin Poirier, Ilya Taporia versus Charles Oliveira. Taporia fighting somebody else in featherweight, man. You can make good matchups, but like they're just not being made. They're not being made. I think the entirety of the UFC community is seeing this because like, when's the last time that we've had a huge, amazing pay per view that everybody was hyped for? Everybody. I don't remember really the last amazing pay per view where it was like, oh my goodness, that was such a good pay per view. And maybe it looks good on paper, but it doesn't perform well throughout the fight. They're either boring or it's not the best fights on this card. But it's just been kind of lackluster. We need some good fights. We need some good pay per views. I think June. I think International Fight Week. Dana White and Hunter better be cooking right now. They need to be cooking right this second, man. I hope they're cooking. Actually, they're going to be cooking tomorrow. It's Tuesday. They better be cooking. They better be getting to work. But that's basically the video, boys. If you did like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop your comments down below. What super fights do you guys want to see? What fights do we need on pay-per-views this year? Because we need to revive these pay-per-views, and we need some super fights that I think Dana and Hunter can actually make. It's doable, man. Just pay the money, bro. Pay the money to make these fights. Come on, man. But that's the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in the next one. See you.